How to play Guardian Tales correctly, according to me. Okay, let's get started. When you're playing Guardian Tales, there will be 3 phases you'll go through. According to me. The first one is Newbie, the second is Mid-Game, and the last one is Endgame. Let me walk through the tutorial step by step, starting with the first phase. Newbie Phase. Newbie Phase is when you first start playing and don't know much about the game. In this phase, I think the first priority you should do is getting the necessary heroes. This is the list of those heroes and their weapons. Once you get them, you can select one of these routes to take, Garam route or Dabin route. Choose the one you like. If you choose Garam route, then the next heroes you need to get are Garam and Plague Doctor or Dabin. If you choose Dabin route, then you need to get Dabin and Amaris. With that, you can form your team in Colosseum, Arena, and Adventure. Okay, your next priority should be acquiring the good equipment. This is my equipment for each team in each route. Dabin route. You can get the shields and accessories by sweeping level 100 item dungeon, while merch from Tale of Tedis Hero Shop or Festival Pass, and relic from Co-op Expedition Shop. Oh yeah, you can get Martyr Necklace from Equipment Shop. Once you get all of them, don't forget to upgrade them. Okay, if you've done all that, you're now ready to go to the next phase. Mid-Game Phase. So you already have good equipment and teams for adventure and PvP content. What you're lacking now are better equipment and additional stats. This is the quick way to get both, in my opinion. For better equipment, you only need a Goblin Chief shield and a Dusk Ring. You can get the shield from Memento Shop. Don't worry, you just need to clear level 80 or 70 boss rush twice to be able to buy and max limit break it. As for Dusk Ring accessory, you can buy it from the same place, but you can only buy it once. This means max limit breaking it will take some time. After obtaining and max limit breaking both items, equip the shield on Craig and the accessory on your Colosseum team leader and one arena hero. These equipment are better than previous ones because the shield provides you great defense stats and crit hit resistance, while the accessory provides you def decrease negation that will increase your hero's survivability against Plague Doctor or other hero with defense reducing ability. Now for the additional stats, you can get them by 1. Upgrading your Tower of Will and Tower of Strength. 2. Upgrading your Guardian Base Camp. 3. Complete your collection book. This one is the most exhausting part of playing Guardian Tales, because it takes a lot of gems, gold, and time to complete this freaking collection book. So, you need to be patient. But don't worry, I'll share my method for completing it, which quite shortens the time needed. Okay, what I did was I focused on completing the equipment collections for the equipment my teams use. For example, my Colosseum team consists of Garam, Craig, Yunha, and Maya, while my arena team includes Knight, Plague Doctor, and Future Princess. This means the collections I should prioritize first are one-handed sword, basket, staff, shield, and other necessary equipment. So if you take Dabin route, the collection you should focus on are one-handed sword, rifle, staff, claw, shield, and other necessary equipment. Once you've completed it, you can now start completing the level 60 equipment collection. Yup, this collection can be only completed if you've upgraded the equipment to level 60. Therefore, make sure you don't lose those equipment before you upgrade them.
You stupid.
With that being said, you really need to sweep the item dungeon and gold dungeon often. However, you should not stop there because there is also the hero collection book. Since we're still in mid-game, you just need to evolve all of your rare heroes to 5 stars. This can be done during the time you farm in Evolution Dungeon to evolve your main heroes. When you evolve your rare heroes to 5 stars, you will get a small amount of additional stats. You can get the bigger one by completing their awakening nodes. However, prioritize this only after finishing your main hero's awakening nodes. And then, do we stop there? Nope, because there's also costume collection. If you complete a costume set, you will gain some additional stats. So every time you see any costume set sold in the shop, buy it immediately. This is why I told you you'll need a lot of gems. Why this additional stat's important? Well, take a look at this. This is my Craig on my mid-game account. And this is my Craig on my endgame account. You see the difference, right? This is because my endgame account has bigger additional stats than my mid-game account. That's why it's very important. All right, I think that's it for the mid-game phase. Remember that this phase will be the longest one, so you need to be patient. If you've done all that, then you are now ready to moving on to the last phase. Endgame phase. Now that you have better equipment and a solid amount of additional stats, you just need to fill in the gaps to improve your PvP performance. Those gaps are meta heroes and the best equipment. You can check the meta heroes for Defense Coliseum in the top 20 bracket. For Attack Coliseum, you can check the recent YouTube video about that. And meta heroes for Arena, you can check the mostly used heroes in top 100 bracket. If you're interested in using them, then save your gems to summon for them. Okay, but what about the best equipment? The best equipment in this phase that you really need in PvP content is Earth Necklace. You will need 3 Earth Necklace if you want to be a very competitive player in PvP. What about the best shield? Well, it varies, but Goblin Chief Shield is already a very good shield for tank. However, if you use Future Princess as the leader in your team, Mirror Shield is the best for her. And that's it for the last phase of playing Guardian Tales, which also ends my tutorial of how to play Guardian Tales correctly, according to me. Psst! What if the player wants to focus on raid content rather than PvP content? Oh, you want to know about that? Well, if you want to focus on raid content to help increase your guild rank, I think you should summon heroes who are strong for that. For starters, these are the teams I suggest you focus on obtaining first during your mid-game phase. And these are the equipment you should get. After you obtain and build them, you can focus on getting other strong teams for raid. This is just my recommendation. Alright, that's the way I would do it if I wanted to focus on raid content rather than PvP content. Which also ends my tutorial on how to play Guardian Tales correctly, according to me for real this time. If you disagree with anything I said in this video, or you want to ask about something, don't hesitate to comment below. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.